Hello, Year 5, Mr. Hill here, and we're going to be looking at what resources do we need for our animations today. Now, I had a lovely time this week going back through all of your submissions on Tapestry with some of the amazing videos that have already been put up and with the storyboards that have been put up as well. And the thought that's gone into them is incredible. There's going to be some really nice videos put together by the time we've finished this piece of work. So moving forward, we've planned the storyboards. We need to think about what our scene is going to look like. What's going to be going on? So we think about the background. So what happens behind the character? At the moment, I have behind me my lesson. Normally, I have my virtual classroom behind me. So I've thought about the background when I'm recording my lessons. When you're recording your animation, you need to think about the same thing. Are you going to have something plain and white and clear behind you when it's recorded? Are you going to have something that will add to the story? Do you want the character to be appearing to walk along something? So have the scenery moving behind them. These are all things to have a think about when you're planning your background. Think about what the floor's going to be made of as well, because this can help your characters if you've got them to stand up. If you're going to use something really soft, like a duvet, for example, or a pillow, things don't stand up so well on it. They'll fall over. But if you're going to use Lego people or Lego minifigures, you could use Lego sheets for the floor. So I'd suggest you want something fairly solid and fairly flat. Now, you could use a tabletop and put a piece of paper over the top. One thing that works really well for holding characters up is blue tack. This, again, doesn't work too well on fabric surfaces, but on a piece of paper, it will keep your character stood up just where you want them, and you'll be able to do a bit more with their movements, which is what I used in my animation that I shared with you last week. Think about what your character is going to be using in the scene as well. Have it ready, or if you can't do that, have a list so you know what you need to get. So when you're ready to film, you know, I need this, 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 and this. So that's the other thing you're going to be thinking about today. So to go over your task for today, look back at your storyboard and design your background. So what I want to see from you this week on Tapestry is your backgrounds designed. So showing me what's going to be going on behind your character. I would suggest keep it something that will be still. We don't want to have lots and lots of moving parts. We're not trying to remake a Wallace and Gromit film. We're having a go at this. We're learning a new skill. Think about what your character's going to stand on. So as I said, a tabletop works really well, but if we're using blue tack, that might damage the tabletop. So maybe put a piece of paper down. Try and avoid using cushions, because if you've got characters you want to stand up, they don't stand up so well on the soft surfaces. And finally, think about the equipment you're going to need and make a list of what you will need. It might be that when we're back in school and we're looking at doing these, we don't have some of these things in school and we could maybe order them in, or you'd be able to bring them in so that we've got them for when we're filming. So it's really useful to have a list of equipment you will need in order to make your animation, whether it will be something that your character is going to need to hold, pick up, walk along. Those are things to think about. I look forward to seeing your work on Tapestry. Good luck, stay safe, and we'll see you back in school really soon.